big problem that I hear from people running ads on Facebook all the time.
Look, they want to know, how long do I need to run these campaigns in order to figure out if something is working or not?
Now, the unfortunate reality is the answer to that question is a little bit more complicated than most people want to believe.
So this is something that I teach inside of my training courses. I call it the traffic light system. Now, the first thing you need to understand is that there's a campaign maturation system here. There's different phases. The first phase of any campaign, when you're starting it from scratch, is a concept phase. Then we move it to a validation phase in order to make sure that we can maintain the results that we get that are within our KPIs for a certain period of time before we then ascend that to a scaling and maintenance phase. Now, in each of these different phases, we're going to have a different set of indicators and checkpoints that we use in order to analyze the results and be able to determine if we leave something on or off or we scale it.
Now, the cool part is once you understand this, because this is based off of time periods at different phases, it's based off of numbers as it relates to your KPIs, this process applies on any ad platform out there. It is agnostic. It's not something that only works on Facebook, right? Like you can use it in Google, I do. You use it in TikTok, I do. Like you use it wherever there are ads.
Now, at the end of this particular training, and I think you'll find this very useful, is there's a decision tree that I give that aligns with each of these analysis tools and checkpoints that we're using at the various phases of the campaigns. And so, you can look at this flow chart and you'll be able to see. So we just asked some questions at each of these phases, and it all relates to our KPIs, right? Like, are we making money? Right? And that's what I teach people in terms of our KPIs. Now that might be vague to some people, but those are key performance indicators. And we're using the bottom line, which means that we're actually making money. And so if we can demonstrate all of that all the way through here, that's how we will send things up. So this is the kind of thought process you need to go through. It's like a choose your own adventure, and the time frames and amount that you're spending and things like that are all dependent on the specifics of your situation.
So if you apply this traffic light system I just walked you through, I mean, most of it, there's some little nuance I didn't share with you. I keep that private for clients. But if you use that decision tree, which you can screenshot, and that campaign analysis and flowchart, you'll be able to up your game with your Facebook ads, and you'll know exactly how to make that decision like my client was asking about.